Hey all, welcome back to FC guys. I hope you all are well and good. Please do hit the like and subscribe. Each like and subscribe really supports the channel, and I hope you all are well and good. Your well-being is always my priority. And discussing on the Tottenham vs Manchester United match yesterday, Tottenham 2, Manchester United 0. Guys, it was like overall a really enjoyable game to watch. There were some very good tactical aspects, and I'm going to discuss both the teams today, especially Manchester United, like what's really going on, but also on Tottenham, on NJ Postecoglou and the great things they're doing. I've covered two Tottenham games now in the watch along, and I've been really impressed with what they're trying to build. And for United, I've been watching them, and a lot of things for me are there to be concerned about, and that I'll discuss. And along with it, I'll also discuss on still something that United are doing, and I think the fans should not be too negative right now. It's just the early start of the season, which I'll discuss later in the video. So, guys. First of all, I want to ask your opinion in the comment section. What do you think is going wrong with Manchester United? And do you think that should have been a penalty on the handball by Tottenham? What do you think about that? For me, I think that should have been a penalty, honestly, because I think his hand is going away from the body just to put this thing away. I think that should have been a penalty, but that should not take away from the disastrous second half performance by Manchester United. I just wanted to know your opinion. What do you think about that? So on the match, I think it started really nicely for United. I remember there was a stage in the game when United had 6 attempts to Tottenham 0. It was around, I believe, 15-20 minutes, and United started the game very well. Like in comparison to Wolves, where they were absolutely horrific for the start, they were really good in this game. Marcus Rashford has to be scoring that from a player of his ability. Anthony was really looking good at that time. They were having most of the ball, and then Tottenham slowly after the 20-minute mark was starting to having possession and do well. Son had an opportunity early on which he should have done well, where he hit the volley straight away from even the opposition area, and that's where he should be doing better. Son, a player of his ability, but it was all United, to be honest. And Bruno Fernandes, I just can't even describe. That beautiful cross he put, the Panenka one was a beautiful one, but again that miss by Bruno Fernandes. See, you can see he's a midfielder, he's not supposed to head the ball, but that is something a professional footballer should be putting in the net, and that was a poor one by Bruno. Then Tottenham hit the bar 2 times and the half time ended, and still it was a fine day going on for Manchester United. Second half started, and again United had an opportunity, but again when you don't take an opportunity, you'll be punished. Last year United only scored around 58 goals. Guys, I'm being very honest, 58 goals, and most of them, like 20 of them, like 18 of them were Rashford, and that had to be a concern. And there was someone yesterday saying that without Marcus Rashford, United remind them of Chelsea, creating chance after chance, but can't score like last year. And in some way, they're not absolutely wrong, because without Marcus Rashford, the team just doesn't have goals, and they were not clinical. Tottenham grew into the game, and in second half, that Casemiro Mount and Bruno midfield disaster was shown. It wasn't just working. Tottenham had easy ways, Sarr, Bissouma, Maddison running rings around the United defense. And in the end, yes, it was a deflected goal, but a deserved goal. And then they eventually got the second in the end by Ben Davies. And that was a poor performance in the second half of United. They could have been 2 or 3-0 up by 50-55 minutes, let's be honest. But the last 35 minutes were a disgrace by Manchester United. So on NJ Postecoglou football, first of all, coming on, they have a lot of positive. Yes, United had a lot of chances, but that was in the first half. And Tottenham are still learning the Postecoglou football. But after that, Bissouma was great, Sarr was great, Pedro Porro attackingly was good. Defensively, yes, he was rinsed sometime by Garnacho, but nothing happened. And he still overall did well. And after that, to be really honest, in the second half, Bissouma, Sarr, Maddison, they had the whole control of the game. Defensively, Romero did really well, Van de Ven really did well. And then Pedro Porro even defensively in the second half did well for them. And you go on, Ben Davies coming and scoring a goal, Sarr doing well, Vicario making some really beautiful save, and it's an absolute positive they are building. Like under Antonio Conte, they used to be a team that never used to try to win a game. 20% possession, 30% possession, negativity, and now bar playing 10 man even with Richarlison, they were putting in a fantastic performance. They were really playing good football, and there was an idea of what Tottenham are trying to do. So good positive for them, but a bit of calmness by the Tottenham fans need to be shown. They cannot be over eager. Now coming on to Manchester United and the disaster, but also I think a bit of patience will need to be shown by the fans. Guys, coming on to Manchester United and being very honest here with you all, I think to be really honest, the Casemiro Mount Bruno right now doesn't work. But again, I'm not the one that doesn't doubt Ten Hag, because I think he's a fantastic manager. Last year, most of the fans, and I'm telling myself I'm a Chelsea fan, but I was trusting Ten Hag, while many Manchester United fans were angry last year when they lost to Brentford 4-0. Many rivals were going on and saying United won't even finish top 10, they'll be behind West Ham, Aston Villa, and all that bullshit stuff that was coming out, guys. And see, they went on to finish the season with 75 points, getting third, and Ten Hag proved everyone wrong. And overall, this is still a manager I trust, and judging him on 2 games is still too much. I still believe he has a lot in the locker. But on the other hand, one thing he needs to be very careful, Ten Hag, is this is his second season. The fan expectations are much more, and this time the competition is much more. You cannot start the season slowly, because you never know if you are 10 points behind Liverpool this time, 10 points behind Chelsea this time, it won't be easy to catch up always. So this is one thing he needs to be careful of. And number second, last year, they at least had Eriksen. Now, Eriksen for me is still not a proper midfielder, or he gives you confidence, but at least he used to sit beside Casemiro, which used to make it easier. And United used to be a team that used to easily play from the back, and they used to understand their problems, that they are not a good possession-based team. So Ten Hag never tried to instill his Ajax philosophies at Manchester United. David was not a good sweeper keeper. Eriksen used to do a lot of building up job, and Casemiro used to be the destroyer, winning the ball and helping United, and also going forward sometime. Now, I don't blame Mason Mount. I really don't blame Mason Mount. Mason Mount at Chelsea's best time was under Thomas Tuchel, when he was playing in the 3-4-3 at the right in the attack, and along with Jorginho Kante used to come back and have the ball from them. He used to have good understanding with Reece James at the right, and that's what Mount was doing. He was sometimes dropping deep and going forward. At Manchester United, he's playing like a shadow striker, going too much forward, and the guy is defensively doing well. He's doing pressing well, but the guy is just not really coming back and having an understanding with Casemiro, which is leaving Casemiro exposed, and which is also leaving Mason Mount exposed. And there's just no like balance between United. Like the midfield of Casemiro is here, and then Mount and Bruno are here. The gap is too much, and it's becoming a massive problem for Manchester United. So I don't blame Mount, and this has to be on Ten Hag. But again, why I am very patient with Ten Hag is he has been asking for the signing of Amrabat, and nobody knows what he's trying to build right now. So I will keep my let me say criticism of Ten Hag under the bag. But if this continues for the next 5 or 6 weeks, then massive question need to be asked for Ten Hag. Because for me, Casemiro, Mount and Bruno cannot work. I'm really frustrated with this footballing ideology that when you sign a player for 60 million, he has to start. That has to end. I always thought Mason Mount was a very good signing for Manchester United. I always thought Mason Mount is going to compete with Bruno Fernandes for the spot. Mason Mount scores a brace here. Bruno is very nice spot will be taken. Then Bruno performs. Mount thinks, man, Bruno is performing well. And there's a good competition between the both guys, while Casemiro and Amrabat play with each other. And then you have Varane and Martinez with another centre back. And then you Luke Shaw and Van Bissaka. Van Bissaka fighting with Dalot. Shaw with Malacia. And then you have a goalkeeper, Onana. And that's a fine team, good defensively. And that team on the counter can beat any team in the world with Rasmus, Rashi, and then Anthony. With Garnacho, for me, still a player that should be coming from the bench and not starting. That's the way I thought United were going to start the season. Seeing Mount play so much along with Bruno and Casemiro for me won't work. I know why Ten Hag is doing it. He wants the football to be quick, energetic, but I think he's going to invite so many goals to concede from his team. Like Wolves match, they got a clean sheet, but that is one of the fakest clean sheets we'll see. And in this match, yes, they're going to score 5 or 4 goals United, but they're going to easily concede 3 or 4. They are really conceding chances. And if they come up against 2 weeks against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium, and they don't play Amrabat in that game, or they sign Amrabat by that time, let alone, I think Arsenal are going to kill them on the counter. They might put 2 past Arsenal, 3 past Arsenal. They might take their chances, but they also might concede 3 or 4. And along with that, Rashford as a number 9 won't work. They need Højlund back right now. Rashford should be playing at the left, and Garnacho should be coming from the bench. And right now, they're still a team that's lacking goals and giving a lot of spaces. I still trust Ten Hag. He's a neutral. He's a fantastic manager, but he needs to sort it out and go a bit of instability nature. Because if he tries to do everything immediately, United can find themselves in next 6 weeks in 7th or 8th position, and the toxicity can increase so much. There is still a very good side. I'm not doubting them after one game, and Ten Hag is one of the top managers in the league. But I think he has to adjust a bit. Playing this formation is only going to cause more and more problems for Ten Hag and Manchester United. Thank you everyone. I hope you liked it. Do put your opinion in the chat, comment section, and let me know your opinion on the game, and your opinion on the Casemiro, Mount and Bruno, and your opinion on NJ Postecoglou football, and where can Tottenham finish this season. Thank you, and wishing you all the best.